Okay, and we're back. We've reset for a fifth time, and although I am very pleased with the accuracy of the results of these tests, granted I'm disappointed about the efficiency of them. It flies like garbage, but then I was expecting it to. Though I'm not pleased with the performance of this, I have to admit I do believe that the results of the tests are pretty accurate. This is about how I'd imagine a properly designed Flugtag performing. I mean, if it had a power system in it, I mean, if it had this much weight with a nice beefy, probably 60 some odd cc nitro engine on the front of it, it'd fly like a dream. But I mean, it's less than running pace, and it's just being tossed like a hang glider, and yeah, it's it's about the best as could be expected. I was really thinking that my math just did not sound right at all. 4 pounds for a 1/4 scale person, 250 pounds, really seemed off. But now that I'm seeing the performance, I really think that scaling of that weight is pretty accurate. So this time, I've given a little bit more up elevator with the CG in the same location as the fourth flight, and we are going to try a somewhere between a walk and a light jog, and we're not going to actually throw it this time. I'm just going to release it and see what it does, and hopefully it doesn't crash at my feet, and hopefully I don't stumble over it and step on it. This time we're actually going to take a measurement of the distance, since I do think that this is a pretty good representation, or at least as close a representation as I can manage to make of what an actual Flugtag flight would entail. So because of that, I'm going to measure the distance. I'm going to use this sprinkler head here as the launch point that I'm going to aim for. And then after the flight, we're going to count how many paces it is to that to get an idea as to that's the distance. Then we can scale our paces by multiplying them by a factor of 4, and that would give us the flight distance of the full-size aircraft. Well, it's all words, really. It's just words. All right, let me get an idea as to how far away from this I am. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll give ourselves maybe about 10 paces or so. Now I've lost it. You know what? I'm going to aim for this corner right here that's drawn there from the soccer field, so I can, because I'm not going to see that little pothole over there. So I'm trying to make sure the wings are level, hold the phone, and make sure I release it when I get to that point all at the same time. This is talent, folks. All right. I'm not going to lie, this thing is not going to be in frame at all when it gets launched, but I'll try to get in frame as soon as it's in the air. All right. Wow. Holding this thing above my head is not easy to do. All right, here we go. Get to a little bit of a jog here and gently release it. All right. And that's about where I was right there. And that's about where it wound up. As much as I am happy with getting good data from this is probably going to be my last flight. I do rather fancy the idea of taking this thing home without breaking it. But let's get a distance here. It didn't slide at all. I just kind of plopped into the ground. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's about 8 paces. So that would be 64 feet. Wait. No. 8 times 4, 6, that's 32 feet. So that'd be, 32 feet scale, then 32 multiplied by a factor of 4 is 64, 128. So 128 feet, or about 64 some odd meters. I don't know. I'll have to actually do the proper math, but yeah, it looks like about good 8 paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, about 8 paces. So yeah. Yeah, 32 feet, and then 32 multiplied by 4 would be, yeah, 128 feet. So 128 feet, that's nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty good distance. If I can manage 128 feet in the Red Bull competition, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. So, well, I've completely destroyed that control rod, sorry, that control horn, and I've got some damage over here, but I think maybe one more flight, just one more measuring distance, and see if we come up with something similar to 8 paces. So we'll try a 6th flight. Let's reset.